into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Cook up the gut. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Blankenship, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And Hurts going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zacchaeus, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Second and 10. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts first and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good work here by the tight end. It's a crossing route off of play action. They're going to let the slot receiver run a post to hopefully let the defense think they're taking a shot. And then they bring the tight end underneath, and it winds up a first down.
On first down, Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays.
Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Haven't met a corner that's worth this salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play on a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On play action, Allen steps away. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention in coverage moving forward.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 82 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Allen now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Allen going to change the look here. And here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 45. too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen going to change this at the line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to... And you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And an Eagle first down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Forced out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. On 2nd down, Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 3rd down.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And out of bounds right around the 20. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, here's Swift. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On third down, it's Gainwell. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping it for a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know if mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Allen going to audible to a different look.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. The drive will start with an option going left. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try the middle with Cook. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, Hurts. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So after the INT, it's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Olamide Zacchaeus, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Allen going to change it up. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus, 61 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
At the 48-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.